Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your Feb 2022 general reading. I'm Kate Jackson from Kate Jackson Coaching and Guidance, and here to do your monthly general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. If these messages resonate for you, please take them. If not, leave them behind. Don't try and make the story fit for you. And just to let you know, I'm taking personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. So the song I was getting during a pre-shuffle was I Can't Get No Satisfaction. The Rolling Stones song, I can't get no satisfaction. And I try, and I try, and I try, and I try. So you're really trying to, I feel like it's pleasure, you're seeking pleasure and joy and things like that, and you're just not finding it at the moment. And even during the shuffling, things just weren't coming together. So I feel like that's a little bit of what you're going through or moving through in February. So let's just get some general messages now coming out with the tarot for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. Let's just see what else wants to come out. Two of Water, interesting. Emotional relationship or emotional partnership here. Something that you're dealing with, which is interesting, getting that message. I can't get no satisfaction. And popped out down here, Messenger of Air. So that's usually Knight of Swords energy. So that could be you in your analyzing of things. Three of Water, so that's all about celebration. So yeah, you're trying to find that around you. Five of Earth, lack. Straight away, I can't get it. Six of Water, so that's some past nostalgia that you're experiencing here. You're like, when times were great and this is what I was doing, and I was having all this fun. Four of Air, it's saying that you're actually going through a bit of a healing period, so resting and recuperating, and you just feel like you can't get what you used to have. Page of Fire, Page of Wands is all about creativity, so a new creative project or new ideas coming in. Three of Wands, Three of Fire, so looking to the future here towards the end of the month. Looking for your ships to come in terms of career, finances, new projects, things like that, or wanting to create new projects around you. And Five of Water, so a little bit of sadness here towards the end of the month. And the bottom of the deck, you've got the Moon. So that seems very apt, for what you're going through at the moment. I think, overall, the center of the reading or center of the spread, you've got the Six of Water. It's sort of saying like, when times were good and I had all this fun, and you're not feeling it at the moment. You're not feeling that joy and that emotional satisfaction coming through. I can't get no satisfaction. It's you're sort of in this healing period or resting and recuperating and just wondering where it all has gone. At the start of the reading, the Two of Water, the Messenger of Air, Three of Water, there's a bit of a progression here, and you're in, I guess, a more you want quick fix. You want to just move into a direction towards your joy, and it's not happening for you. You're sort of like looking towards this Two of Water with longing, with a really deep sense of like, I want it to come towards me, because the way that she's looking at the Two of Water. See, it's actually this way. She's really longing for that and the joy that's in a relationship or a partnership, and it's like you're just not feeling it. You're not vibing with it. You're feeling a bit of lack and abandonment and loss here, and sadness, and towards the end of the month, I think you start to get a bit of fired up creativity here, some creative ideas or passions that start to light you up again, Page of Fire. But emotionally, I still feel there's some sadness, grief, loss here that you need to deal with and move through. That's really blocking you from moving and expanding into your creative ventures here. And if you need to move through that grief, loss, and sadness, you need to take time out. You can't create from that space. It's a really challenging space to, trying to look forward and look positive into the future when you haven't dealt with old emotions and old nostalgia that you need to grieve for and the loss of, and when times were great. And you could be looking at a little bit of rose-colored glasses as well, which is, sometimes you just need to be a little bit more logical and look at the past and think, it was really good, but there were these challenging times, and where you've had to leave some things behind, and you feel, a little bit feeling left out with life and with, things that have happened. It's saying that you need to deal with that loss emotionally, and it's coming to terms with a new perspective of saying that wasn't for me anymore. It wasn't the right thing for me anymore. It wasn't fulfilling me. It's like you're moving transitioning. It's a transitioning energy here, and it's saying that your fire will come back, your creative fire will start to come back as you move through these emotions and purge these emotions. And if tears are needed, that's needed. If you need to write down all those things that you are grateful for that did happen, and just say, I'm so happy for that, and so happy that I got to experience those things, and then just be grateful and move on, and each day sort of look at the things that are actually around you, because I feel like there's just a bit of a looking back in the past energy here to when things were great, and not feeling it, not vibing it right now, which is, it's saying that there's some emotional things that you need to deal with before you're able to move into a newer energy here. So let's clarify the Two of Water. It's too many. Just to get some additional messages. Two of Water. So what is this new emotional situation? Queen of Wands. So it's with a fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be a new soulmate that's arrived, or you're in currently with this person, and you're looking at it longingly, just, trying to make up your mind, I guess. Messenger of Air. You're going through a death process. So you're really moving through like a transition. Death isn't an overnight process. You have to grieve for the loss, the death, the endings of things. So that's where you're at, and you're looking at this partnership, soulmate relationship with longing, but knowing that you just can't move into it just yet. You're just not feeling that emotional energy there, or emotional investment, because you haven't dealt with the past, the grieving, the losses of things from the past. Let's clarify the Three of Water. What's this joy and celebration about? Three of Water. Three of Water. Seven of Cups. So I feel like there's some energies around you. So, options and things that you're looking at, and what will bring you joy, and you're still trying to align with that at the moment. And it's not quite there yet. You're still sort of Seven of Cups, like making a choice, making a decision, sort of still around you, like looking at it all, just like, well, what do I want? I need to choose the path that's going to light me up, and I have all these options. Which one will I choose? I've got all these options, and it sits you down in that, I feel too much choice, too many options. The clarifier for the Five of Earth, so that real like loss, abandonment, feeling left out. Four of Wands. So it's like you don't know where home is at the moment. You're feeling a little bit like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel at home. I'm trying to make some stability here, but it doesn't feel like home. Six of Water. So, no, that's not right. Six of Water. Clarify the Six of Water, this nostalgia, this past energy. Six of Water. The Devil. I thought there was that real like rose-colored glasses looking at things that were actually toxic, but you know, you're looking back in the past thinking, oh, that was so good, and oh, I wish I was still doing that, and oh, you know, this five of Earth and Four of Wands, like this old stability that you had, but it was toxic, you know, the Devil, and you're sort of looking back at these chains, like there's something you were chained to, that was really toxic and draining, and you know, like I'm just getting this chained, like you were so chained to it, but you're looking back at it like it was the best time of your life. However, there's still more times to come, and that's what you're trying to work out in your own decision making, is you've got all these options and what is going to bring you joy and fun. So with the Four of Air and the Ten of Swords here, yeah, you're really exhausted, you're really tired, you're needing to still heal and transition here, and work out what, you know, this toxic energy. I still feel like there's some attachments here to that old energy, or that past energy, and you haven't quite let go of it, or you haven't quite released it, and you know, that's what it's needing to say to heal from. And when you haven't healed from it, you'll still have a cord or some sort of attachment to that energy when you haven't quite grieved it, or you haven't quite processed it. Mentally you might have, but emotionally you haven't. Let's clarify the Page of Fire here. Whoa, cards flying everywhere. Ugh. Page of Fire. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. So it's saying that your creative ideas will create a legacy. So towards the end of the month, I think you start to see a bit of a glimmer of like, oh, if I did this and what that would be. And Three of Fire, Six of Wands, you know, Three of Wands, that's like future, like looking towards the future again, with hope, with more anticipation rather than dread and, oh, I've got to do this and that. Like you're starting to get that old fire back, and that old you know, wanting to create some new projects, some new endeavors, and not going back to the past. Let's clarify the Five of Water here. What is this? Grief, loss, sadness. Five of Water, grief, loss, and sadness. Grief, loss, and sadness. Clarify. Okay, Queen of Swords. So it's an air sign here. So it could be something that you're dealing with in the past, that you're needing to heal from. Could be an old relationship, connection, partnership. You still need to grieve that loss with that individual. So yeah, it's definitely highlighting some emotional feelings and things that need to be processed. You know, the moon as the overall energy for the month. You know, there's some subconscious things that are happening. You could be quite in your dream state, quite active, and could be getting quite a lot of messages. So it's really important to write those down if you can. Remember the next day. You know, we do tend to, if we haven't processed things properly in the you know, conscious state, in our dream state, they will come up and be highlighted for you to be aware that that's what is happening at a subconscious level, that you need to move on from, or that's holding you back. You've got some blocks here. That's what I'm feeling is, you know, sort of start to the middle of the month, these blocks, and you need to I'm not saying get over it, but, you know, moving forward, you'll have to deal with some of the loss and some of this, you know, betrayals and hurts, and, you know, not look at things so nostalgic and be a bit more logical in your logical mind. Be like, well, that wasn't as good as, you know, I still got some positives out of it, but like the learnings, like what did I learn? There's no whole like hangman or anything sort of forcing you into that. But I would say just, you know, make sure you're, you know, writing out things and just taking some time out for yourself, and really connecting with you and what you're feeling and seeing day to day, rather than trying to look too much forward thinking here. And yeah, definitely processing any losses with relationships, particularly Queen of Swords, a Libra, Gemini, or another Aquarius that you have been connected to. But it's saying that, you know, you are fully aware that there's the future. There's going to be some really good things happening in your future and some future wins here. So there is some positive things to come. It's just, you know, you have to deal with and process past emotions. That's the death process. It's like transition. You know, for anything new to come in, you are forced to deal with the things from the past. And you know, it's really hard to create from that lower sadness, and you know, hence why you're probably feeling really tired, is that, you know, often when you're tired, you still have heavy emotions to deal with, and it makes you want to sleep a lot, but it's actually needing to purge those emotions for that energy to come back into your life, for that enthusiasm, for that joy again to come back into your life. So we'll get a few words here for you, Gemini, for the month of February. What words for Gemini? Words for Gemini. Compassion. That's beautiful. So yeah, compassion with yourself is really important. Clarity, yes, in needing to see things how they actually are and were. And this might take a little bit of sifting through and writing and reflecting and writing and reflecting for you to be able to get through it. And perseverance. So yeah, it's tough. Like, you know, purging emotions, difficult emotions, is never an easy process, but I think it's really important if you're, you know, there could be a new emotional connection here for you to move forward with that and move forward with creative plans and the Ten of Pentacles that you want to create. You're going to need to purge and like move through those the guilt, the shame, those sort of emotions and losses and sadness, unfortunately. But however, there is some positive things to come towards, you know, through towards the end of the month. So that's really good news, Gemini. So I hope you've enjoyed that reading and you've got some good positive messages from this. And yeah, look forward to seeing you later in the month. Bye.